Namaskar, warm greetings from DELNET Developing Library Network and Nirwan University, Jaipur to today's DELNET webinar session on DELNET resources and services. It's indeed a profound privilege and honor to have the very kind association of Nirwan University who has collaborated with DELNET in organizing today's session. The most esteemed Professor Dr. N.D. Jasujaji, the Registrar of Nirwan University, Jaipur, Dr. Reena Anand, the head librarian, associate professor, and also the coordinator for today's webinar session. It's the HODs, the faculty members, the students, researchers, and scholars. And yes, indeed, the most esteemed colleagues who have been able to join from various different libraries, not only located in the state of Rajasthan, but also in many different nooks and parts of the country. It's a profound privilege for me, Sangeeta Kaul, Director DELNET, to acknowledge the presence of each one of you to today's webinar session, and we truly appreciate and admire your being there with us on this platform. At the very outset, we would like to place on records a very warm, sincere gratitude and thanks to the chairperson, Dr. S.L. Sihag, the vice chairperson, Dr. R.K. Arora, and the vice chancellor, Dr. Bhavna J. of Nirwan University, Jaipur, a very esteemed member institution of DELNET who has recently joined early this year as the member of DELNET in joining hands with DELNET in organizing today's webinar session. We truly acknowledge, the support which is being offered, to DELNET by Nirwan University in hosting today's webinar session. We do pretty hope that the session would help, our researchers and scholars and the users of DELNET across the institutions in the country, and it would really help in making the optimum use of our resources and services. I once again welcome you all, and we would like to begin off the session by having an opening address by the Registrar, Professor Dr. N.D. Jasujaji. It's a profound privilege and honor to have you with us, Dr. Jasuja, on this platform today. And once again, I would like to, thank you for your very cordial support to DELNET in being a member, and also for being there with us, on this webinar platform. May I have a pleasure of requesting you to kind of deliver the opening address. It's over to you, Dr. Jasuja.
Thank you, Dr. Kaul. Honorable Chairperson Sir Dr. S.L. Sihag in absentia, Honorable Vice Chairperson Sir Dr. R.K. Arora in absentia, esteemed Provici, Director DELNET, Dr. Sangeeta Kaul, all the esteemed members who are connected from different organizations. Welcome to Gyan Dhara, Central Library of Nirwan University. It is heart of academic and research activities at Nirwan University, Jaipur. Established with the mission to support the educational and informational needs of our students, faculty members, and staff members. As Central Library, we serve as creative and innovative partners in supporting the teaching, learning, and research activities. With a fast-growing collection both in digital and in print format, using state-of-art facilities, Dr. Reena is upgrading our library in line with the guidelines of DELNET. As the tagline of DELNET says, networking library throughout the country. The Central Library operation at Nirwan University and services are fully computerized. For this, we have specialized user-friendly open source software like Koha. It is also having barcode-based computerized circulation system at Nirwan University. It's providing seamless digital experience and offers extensive online catalog like OPAC, Online Public Access Catalog, allowing students to search and locate their books on time, journals, magazines, and all other resources which are concerned to the department. We are committed to upholding academic integrity, helping and supporting our students to produce original work. To support this mission, we offer plagiarism checking software as well. In line with the guidelines of drill bit plagiarism, we are processing concerned department and theses before their final submission. Central Library promotes a unique feature at Nirwan University, which is Earn While Learn. We promote our students by offering them different assignment at library, even though they are paid for that assignments. We are also having MOUs with National Digital Library, MOUs with institutional membership with DELNET, and also having procedure of donation of the book, while on the occasion of birthday or any PhD via voice, we are having a procedure to donate the books. It is started by Dr. Rina Anand, and we are having very good response in against this notification. We are also incorporated a special block at our library which is related to IKS, Indian Knowledge System. With these features, we are upgrading our library from offline to digital mode, and also having some guidelines which is delivered by DELNET and UGC in FlipNet. We are regularly pursuing meetings to upgrade our library as per the guidelines issued by the concerned authority time to time. Thank you all the audience and connected learners. Thanks for a welcome note, and I again handing over my mic to Director Dr. Sanita Call. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Jasuja, for gracing the occasion, for setting the tone of today's webinar, and also for briefing us, about the innovative initiatives being taken at Nirwan University. And we greatly compliment and appreciate the work being done by Nirwan University, making a paradigm, change in the entire educational landscape. And within a very short span, we are seeing that the Nirwan University is now emerging as one of the most promising university, not only in the state of Rajasthan, but yes, in the northern part in India. So thank you so very much. We truly appreciate and admire your being there, and also for the immense support that you have been extending to DELNET, and for this very, very strong partnership that we hold between the two organizations. Greatly admire, appreciate, and we convey our very warm, sincere gratitude to you for being there with us this afternoon. Thank you so very much indeed. We are much thankful that we have got this wonderful opportunity to interact with each one of you. And at the very outset, I would like to place on record our very warm, sincere appreciation to the very young, bright professional, Dr. Rina Anand, who is heading the library at Nirwan University, and also his entire library team and other local organizing committee members, because it's a very rare occasion when you see that for just simply a webinar session of 1 hour, and that too, on our own resources services, more than 1,000 participants from across the country have registered for this webinar session. And that really speaks volumes of the efforts being made by Dr. Rina Anand and also his entire library team. And we truly appreciate, the time and efforts that you have made in having everyone today on this platform. So let me just say that, this entire 1 hour session, what we really intend to do this in 1 hour, as being pointed it out, by Dr. Jasuja, that the main work of DELNET remains networking libraries. Networking libraries, sharing and spreading knowledge. That's the main aim and motto of DELNET, for which, we are working for past more than 32 years. And it's indeed making a very profound contributions in this entire libraries across India and also outside India. Let me just share that what we really intend to do in this 1 hour is to make you know about the resources and services, how you being a user, you can be a faculty member, you can be a researcher, scholar, you can be a student, who is pursuing the studies, how you can get benefited from the vast resources that DELNET offers. And these are the network resources which are being, lying scattered. But yes, through this phenomena, wonderful, beautiful phenomena of networking, we are able to bring together these resources. Also, we are, so firstly, we are just going to give you a little glimpse about our about DELNET as an organization, how we have been able to grow all these years. For a person like me, it's always a great blessing that I count. It's as I completed my 30 years of being with DELNET, and also able to witness, the vast transformation that this entire library scene has, witnessed in last 3 decades, right from the times when we just simply used to have a very offline based services, and we used to offer even the services like email, to the stage wherein we have come now, wherein we are now the single largest library network in entire South Asia. So today is a day when we are wanting each one of you to get benefited, from the deliberations that we are going to undertake. We are going to show you online that how you, being a bona fide member of our services, can get benefited from this. You can be anywhere, across, anytime, anywhere accessibility. of our resources remains one of our major concern. We are very happy and proud that Nirwan University Jaipur joined DELNET on 11th of March 2024. In this year only, on 11th of March, the university joined as a member and have decided, to do the hand-holding with DELNET and making our resources more available to their users. Our major focus is definitely going to be on showing you online that how you can make and access these resources wherever you are. And most importantly, after that, we are going to also engage in discussions with each one of you, because the interactions has to be always a bi-directional, and we are here not only to tell you that what we are doing, we are also here to hear from you what you are wanting us to do. What are the gap areas that you want, organizations like DELNET or the universities like Nirwan University should contribute and should focus on. So let me start my presentation by asking you a question, and the question is getting now would come onto your screen, and requesting you to kindly identify yourself. And please let us know whether you are a librarian or a library professional. Are you a faculty member or are you a research scholar? This would really help us, because we really would be more wanting to know that, are you a librarian, are you a faculty, or are you a research scholar? And I just request everyone, to come forward and give your inputs. We could see that 33% of you have voted as of now. I'm going to share also the findings with you, requesting everyone to please come forward and letting us know whether you are a library professional, are you a faculty member, or are you a research scholar. So whatsoever category that you feel that you fit in, please do kindly help us in knowing, and that will really help us in conducting this entire session here today. 48% of you have voted as of now, requesting you. It has now come to 50%. And let me now disclose the findings. In our group of 233 participants that we have right now on this platform, 65% of our attendees are the librarians. We greatly librarians and library professionals, and we truly appreciate your being there with us. And that's how you are assisting in helping DELNET in spreading this strong message of library networking and helping the user community. Followed by 25% research scholars. Very happy and delighted that we are able to have 25% of you are the research scholar community, and that clearly indicates your interest in DELNET, and we truly appreciate your being there, because these resources that we are, we provide to our platforms, that is definitely, of great boon to the researcher and scholarly community. 11% of our attendees, they are the faculty members. We greatly acknowledge your presence here today, and we thank you for joining us, sparing time. I do fully appreciate, your interest, and also we know that, the constraints, because you do have in the middle of the sessions, having your teaching assignments, and the sessions have already started off, and today is 6th of August, so we already have the sessions which are now being running in the institutions. We appreciate, in spite of that, 11% of our faculty members have been able to join, and we truly appreciate your being there with us. So thank you so very much indeed. Now, here in a quick question for you. Have you joined from Rajasthan or outside? We just want to know that how many of our attendees here today, because this greatly compliment, we compliment, the great work being, very sincere work, efforts being done by Dr. Iran and other team members. And we just want to know how many of you are from Rajasthan or outside. So from Rajasthan or from outside Rajasthan, please kindly help us know. 52% of you have voted, because this would really help us, in further conducting the session. And thank you so much, 58% of you. And this is really a surprise for me too at the same time. I wasn't expecting this percentage. And here it goes. 83% of you are from non-Rajasthan. It's, you are from outside Rajasthan, 83%. 17% are from Rajasthan state, and we truly appreciate the efforts in making this webinar truly a national webinar, as we have a huge large number of good participation from other states other than from Rajasthan. So thank you so very much for helping us know this. And herein comes a question, and that is, Have you ever heard about DELNET? I just want to know, well, before receiving this intimation, besides our library committee, this question is more specific and more targeting to our researchers, scholars, and faculty members. Library colleagues, are definitely being knowing, but yes, we would really like to know more from our researchers, scholars, and also from faculty, whether you have been knowing about DELNET or not. Though, yes, as I said, we are a 32 years old organization, a single largest library network, but it remains as a very constant endeavor of ours to reach out. That's how the network grows. A net-like structure which works is a network, and we are always in search of building up, new connections, leading to better collaborations. And yes, knowledge sharing, resource sharing remains our major area, because we are the strong believers in the fact that sharing is caring. So the more you are able to share, your resources with others, the more, you are able to demonstrate clearly we do care, for their needs and requirements. So thank you so very much. Again, 87% of you have said yes, you have been knowing about DELNET, and we do pretty hope that those of you who have said 87% majority, exceedingly a great majority of 87%, we do hope that we will able to have this occasion to fill up the pots of your learning with something new through this webinar session here. And I could see now it is 85% to 15%, the percentage, the final 166% have voted, 15% have said no. So thank you very much for joining in. And we do, it's an excellent opportunity for us to make you aware that what DELNET as an organization, as a strong, network of libraries can do in the lives of, in your scholarly life, in your research life, and how you can rely on us, for getting an access to very timely information, and also to get an adequate research support from us. So let me just start big enough, by this is just to give you a very quick glimpse that, as I said, we are a library networking organization started and established as a not-for-profit organization way back in the year 1992, to be very precise, 30th June 1992. DELNET got established as a library network with the name of DELNET, Delhi Library Network. This, I'm taking you back, 32 years ago, to the times when there was no computerization, there were no computers, there was no internet in the libraries. There was no internet at all, which was existing in the institutions, especially when we talk about a country like India. The DELNET took, its was conceived in a small little cubicle, 10 by 10 small size. And that's all with the unparalleled vision of our founder, Dr. H.K. Kaul, who has been the chief librarian at India International Center, and who really had dreamed about, networking of libraries from the small little space, 10 by 10 room size, wherein we started off as DELNET, Delhi Library Network, only, linking up the libraries in Delhi. Those were the times when there wasn't dial-up connectivity. There was no internet. It wasn't like a Google. It was not like a World Wide Web. It was just simply a dial-up, from modem to modem connectivity. It was a local telephone to telephone connectivity through the modems, and users they used to access our resources. And therein, comes the period where the World Wide Web came into existence, internet came into existence, and we developed our own interfaces. It was DELNET's self-owned development of our World Wide Web interface, WebOpic, that we develop for our services. The name got changed from Delhi Library Network, DELNET, to DELNET Developing Library Network. Developing, as the name suggests, it's always, it's like it's flowing river. It's something, which is always moving with great agendas, and seeing to it that you are able to grow with every moment. It's not developed. It has been a very conscious effort of ours to make it as a developing. Every moment is full of, if it's full of challenges, it comes with lot many new opportunities, and DELNET remains as one of the most inspiring model, that how the very early steps of this networking has led to where we stand today as a single largest library network in South Asia, as second largest library network at a global level, with nearly 8,800 institutions spread across the nooks and parts of the country. And when we say this 8,800, comprising of more than 600 universities, all leading IITs and IITs, leading IMMs of the country, more than nearly 1,000 medical hospitals of the country, arts and science colleges, R&D organizations, every nook and part of the country, the institutions, they are being networked. And we are proud and happy to share with you that DELNET has now its own offices, its own self-owned offices in Bangalore. We also have now in Pune. Lucknow, we are just in the process of another maximum 6 months time that would also get started, wherein we have the interiors going on. And now, yes, we are in the process of setting up in this year. We have agendas for setting up our, 2 or 3 more offices in Calcutta, in Hyderabad, as well as, Hyderabad we have in the rented premises, but yes, to have our own spaces, and also in Gujarat, and most probably in Baroda. So we are into the expansion spree, though the name, we started off as a Delhi library network, but yes, with the developing library network, the state which is giving us the maximum number of members is the state of Maharashtra, followed by Tamil Nadu, and the third largest state remains for us, Uttar Pradesh. When we see across the country, if you see right from the northern tip of the country, whether it's Kashmir University, Central University of Kashmir, IMM Jammu, we take you to the southern tip of the country, Nagarcoil in Kanyakumari, you have institutions. We take you to the western side of the country, whether we talk about Gujarat, wherein we have IMM Ahmedabad, IIT Gandhinagar, Maharaja Sayaji Rao University, Baroda, Irma Anand. We take you to the eastern part of the country, whether it's Assam University, IMM Shillong, across Tezpur University. We have across the length and breadth of the country, we have our member institutions. State of Rajasthan contributes 382 institutions, and we are very proud and happy to have with us Nirwan University, who is significantly contributing, to the entire educational landscape. And this is how this entire dream of library networking has practically been. Now it's fully operational, and that is, we have members even outside India, just to mention that we have the members, including in Kazakhstan, in Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka. And yes, we have international collaborations happening with the institutions across the country. So we are an organization which believes in the borderless society. We believe in, in the universal access to information and providing an accessibility to our users. Affordability and accessibility, remains. Affordability, accessibility, and equitability of information. These are the very prime goals for DELNET, and this is just in very close lines with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We as a library professional, as I could see that, we have a large number of our own library professional colleagues, or for that matter, from our other colleagues, whether they are the faculty members, researchers, and scholars. You would appreciate the fact that, in developing countries, wherein we have the constraints, we have the pricing constraints, we have an affordability constraints. It's very highly important enough to ensure that we are into the resource sharing. We have to have this practice, and this is what has been the strength of DELNET. This has been our mission and vision, to ensure that we engage in a resource sharing, pool together the resources, and then share it, with others who are requiring it. And that's the real work of a library network. And that's how we have been able to grow. And some of our services, which are so very unique, you cannot really think about, having anything anywhere across in the country, those services which are strictly being provided by DELNET. And the driving force for us remains that, yes, we have to meet the information needs and requirements of our users in a very proactive manner. And as you can see that the 5 C's of a successful library network, my own professional colleagues from the field knows that in this country, we had encountered in the very early 1990s, there has been a number of library networks which got germinated, city networks, whether it was PuneNet in Pune, CalipNet in Calcutta, EduNet, Ahmedabad Library Network, MalibNet, Madras Library Network. But we know that, that in today's day and time, there are only 2 networks which are running in the country, DELNET and InflipNet. DELNET remains as a not-for-profit organization. We are located in Jawaharlal Nehru University. It's a self-sustainable model. And for us, it is very, very important that everyone should have, an equal access to information. Everyone should come together, work together, and just ensure that the needs and requirements of the users are being met. We are the strong believers in the fact that it is not my user and your user, it is our user that to whom we have to provide, and we have to provide our services and support. The 5 major C's on which we have been working significantly and which remains as a driving force: the content, which is a king. You may have everything, but if you don't have a content, what to share? So we remain highly focused on having the content, for a user community. Client, the user-centric services. The cost. For past 23 years, DELNET continues to offer our membership fee, remains unchanged for last 23 years. The GST component, that gets paid to the government, since 2017, July 1st, but our membership fee of ours remains the same for 23 years. This speaks volumes of our own commitment, and our own commitment to our users community, because we, as I indicated earlier, we really are we desperately want the information should remain affordable to the users. Accessibility, is yet another concern, and that's how the connectivity and communication. So our services remains operational 24/7, and we help our users community. We will shortly now, I would like to take you online, and this is to show you that what kind of resources, 3.8 crore bibliographic details of the books available in our member institutions. You can make an access to it. I'm also very happy to share with you that the Nirwan University's own catalogs are also now being available, and I truly appreciate the efforts being made by Dr. Reena Anand and his team in making it. And you can use DELNET as a platform for your own web page. The users can, the faculty can search it, even if your topics are not being, there at specific times, you can always search even your own catalogs besides accessing of others. And this remains as a very strong force for us for interlibrary loan. We do offer a large number of journal articles, the non-print material, and also the very old journal articles that you are looking for. One of the services that I would just like to, mention about here is the document delivery services, and which is one of the most prestigious and recognized services of DELNET, one of its very kind, and wherein all the premier institutions of the country, they heavily rely on DELNET for this interlibrary loan. You may be sitting in Jaipur, you may be sitting in Chennai, you may be sitting in Ahmedabad, you may be sitting in Kottayam, and you are looking for a book which is available in some other library. You can search it, you can see it where it is available, and then DELNET offers what we call the interlibrary loan facility. You can borrow this book. Every day we are transacting a large number of books on loan, whether from New Delhi, whether from our Pune office, whether from our Bangalore office. These books are being sent on loan for a period of 1 month. DELNET charges you only for a very nominal courier. Books belongs to the other libraries. They are being sent to you. You refer and then you return it back. I'll just show you an example. See here, there is a book of this digital marketing. This book, we are sending it, to one of our institution in Maharashtra. This book has been borrowed from New Delhi Institute of Management Library. This book is on loan. So we are going to send across this book to our member institution in Maharashtra for 1 month period. The book will be sent by speed post or by courier, and then they are going to return back the book. So you can see here yet another book, that we are sending to our institution in Tamil Nadu. It's an engineering title. The book is being there, and the book will be sent, and the institution is going to then return back the book. And DELNET will be charging only the nominal courier. You have to return back the book to us at your own cost. And this remains for entire 1 month period, you can avail of, and you can keep the book with you and refer to it. We also have a document delivery services, and this is a service wherein you can get a selected journal articles. You're looking for journal articles, you may have an access, online, but you don't have a coverage. At times, you don't have even a coverage of that particular journal. Let me again share with you that the most premier institutions of the country, who even may have a 10 CR, annual budget for their subscriptions, they heavily rely on DELNET. We have the medical hospitals, wherein you have the requirements of even a 90-year-old journal article, 90. for required by a surgeon to see how a particular surgery was done. We remains as an organization who provides you these resources, not just simply from our own members, not just simply from the country, within our own country. We are the ones, with the universal connections, and we try to get that resource from any nook and part of the country and of the world, for you, and we provide that information. So this remains as a very popular service of ours. And just quickly moving on, we have reference services we keep on doing. Software support to the libraries. Let me share with you that DELNET does offer, we do provide the Del Plus software free of charge for library automation. We also provide the support for Koha. I was really happy, to hear from Dr. Jasuja that the Nirwan University is using the Koha software and open source software. And let me share with you that DELNET has been the organization who did the very first installation of Koha way back in the year 2003 at Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College in Ludhiana. We did that. We have been the ones who have been a strong advocates of open access technologies and open access tools. And we also provide a support to our libraries for Koha installation for DSpace, and you can always rely on DELNET. Del Plus is a software which we offer free of charge to our members. You can use it for the library automation. We also have a consortium for ebooks and e-journals, and this is how we are located across the country, across the length and breadth of the country. As I indicated, we have the largest number of members is in Maharashtra, followed by Tamil Nadu, followed by Uttar Pradesh, but any and every state has got considerable high number of institutions as our members. We have the majority of the institutions, they are academic in nature. We also have research and public libraries onto the network. And now I'm quickly moving on, and I would now like to show you online, the various resources and services which are being provided by DELNET. I would, well, before I do, let me just also quickly would like to show you that just a quick that how these books and other things are being sent across. This is our website. I'm going to show you quickly, the online thing, but just to show you, we have also been bestowed with IAP Award for Excellence in Public Services. This is our main landing page. We are just shortly going to show it to you. You can access it by login and password, or you can access by IP-based access. The name of the institution, gets displayed. This is our front-end screen which appears, and we are just going to show you now online that how you can access all these resources and services. This is just to show you a glimpse that how these parcels which are being sent across from different nooks and parts of the country, that you can always see that how from the back end, all these services are being offered to our member institutions. And let me quickly now take you to our online portal and to show you that how it really works. So you can see here, this is our website, delnet.in, and new discovery portal. Once you click onto it, so please remember, the website address is delnet.in. New discovery portal is the link that you need to click onto it. So once you click onto it, so the system will prompt you. If you are within the institution, system won't ask you, because if the access is through login and password, system is not, if it's an IPs are already being there with us, system won't ask you for login and password, because it will be an access through, the access will be through the IPs only. Authentication will be through IPs. But if you are coming from some other IPs which are not, being there with DELNET, or you are maybe perhaps you're at a place of residence, you are somewhere outside, and you want to access DELNET, you can always access it. So you can see here we are using the credentials of Nirwan University, and you can see here, the Nirwan University name appearing. So firstly, let me share with you. It says you are accessing Union catalog. So Union word you can well make out. It is more than one library. That means this is a catalog of those 8,800 institutions, which I showed it to you that how this interlibrary loan facility, can be availed of, and you can get to see what are those 4 crore books which are available like in the libraries. I'll just show you an example. Let's say, for example, you are wanting to get some books on artificial intelligence. So you can write artificial intelligence, and you can say, okay, I'm looking for in the title. It can be across anywhere, and then you say books for loan, that you are looking for books which are on, on interlibrary loan. You want to get them. So you can see here 61,123 such books are being available. If you see here on the right hand side, it shows you the locations where the books are physically there. So when we started off as a Delhi Library Network, we never used to give a too small case letter code, because by default it was Delhi Library Network. But when in the year 2000 the name got changed to Developing Library, we started giving a too small case letter code denoting the state wherein that particular institution is located. So you can see here KM Karnataka, PP for Punjab, HR for Haryana. No too small case letter code means this library is in Delhi. It always reminds us about the roots from where we have started it off. UK, Uttarakhand, AP for Andhra Pradesh. You can see IGNOU from Delhi, PP Punjab, TG for Telangana, and likewise you will be able to see the entire nook and part of the country. You can see the institutions which are our members, right from Chhattisgarh to Kerala, those which have got those particular documents with them. So now let me just show you an example. Just showing an example. These are the books which are being lying in our libraries, in our member institutions. You can sort it also. You say sort descending order. So the latest titles would be appearing first. So you can see here 2024 title, Artificial Intelligence Beyond Classical AI. And the moment you will take the cursor, so no too small case letter code means this library is in Delhi. If you take the cursor, it's telling you this book is in Shri Guru Nanak Dev Khalsa College at Delhi. You can see here another book, Artificial Intelligence by J.P. Muller for Dummies, MH for Maharashtra. We know that this book is there. And then we also have a feature for Google Preview. If the same book is also available on Google, so the system will give you a link for that. The system will help you in seeing, the content pages of the book. So you can see here across the various libraries. Herein comes a feature for interlibrary loan. Let's say, for example, you are looking for this book and you want to get this book on interlibrary loan. So you can see here it says request a book on interlibrary loan. So once you click onto it, system asks you for a password, and this is a password what a librarian or our library professional colleagues, they knows about it. You have to tell them that you are looking for this book on loan. They will register it. Request will come to us, we will arrange and we will send it, to you on interlibrary loan. So this is how, this entire thing happens. And as I indicated, you have 4 crore books which are being there, 4 crore books which can be, made accessible. And let me show you an example. Let's say data analytics we look for, we say in the title. And herein you can see here, you can click on, and let's try to see, let me just go back and see that we will be able to even, search even your own records which are being there. You can search these records and you will be able to have an accessibility through them. So this is about the interlibrary loan facility that you can access. Now let me take you to the Knowledge Gainer portal. So Knowledge Gainer portal is a portal which gives you an accessibility to nearly 1.58 crore full text ebooks, e-journals, and e-articles. So let me just quickly take you here and show you an example. Let's say you're looking for some articles on leadership. It can be articles, it can be ebooks, it can be any kind of a material that you are looking for. So you can see over here, we have on leadership, we have given the keyword as leadership. You can see here it shows you there are 10,132 articles, there are 253 ebooks, there are 27 IERs, and then there are 8 articles. If you click on to the articles, 10,132, you can see here the articles being appearing. You can click on to one of them, let's say on leadership, leadership paradigms, and leadership training in 2010. This entire article is in front of you. With this down arrow key, you can very well download this entire article. And the article, if you now access, this is on your C drive. So this entire article is now being there with you. You can use it whatever way that you are wanting it. Similarly, we also have the ebooks. If you click onto the ebooks, 253 ebooks are there, and you can see over here now. So the entire ebook section, and even here in, let's say, digital leadership, a new leadership style for the 21st century. You're interested for this ebook, and you will be able to get the entire ebook. So this entire ebook of 174 pages, digital leadership, a new leadership style for 21st century. Interesting title seems to be 174-page title. Entire book is again now in front of you. So you can see here, this entire book is there, and you can access, this entire book. So this is how, this particular portal can be used. You can give any keywords of any particular discipline that you are wanting, and system would be able to generate, the results, and you can download, whether it's in articles or anything. Now, let me take you quickly to the Vision portal, and Vision portal is a portal for video lectures. So we have around 35,000 video lectures which are being there. You can, and we also would like to request, I had also requested to Dr. Reena Anand to see if we can get the video lectures of our faculty members from Nirwan University. So you can see over here, once you contribute your records, so you can make a search even by anything, by the title of the lecture, by speaker's name. So you can see here, hosted through whom it has been hosted, your own institution name. So even once you would be giving us, and also this is applicable to all our colleagues, who are from our member institutions. So once you give us these records, we would be able to merge these records, and then we will be able to make them accessible. Just to show an example, let's say Modern College of Arts Science. For this portal, they had recorded this entire 576 video lectures, and you can see over here. So you have a particular video lecture you want to see to it. You have all the details, about the faculty member whose lecture it is, and then you can see, watch this video. You can click on, and you will be able to see that. This is just to show you that how really it helps, and we would truly appreciate, that each one of you, especially this is an appeal for our faculty members. There is a format in which you have to upload it, contribute video lectures, bulk upload. So you need to upload it. There is an Excel file which is there. So in this Excel file, you need to send us the records of the video lectures and these lectures. So you can see title of the lecture, speaker's name, designation, department, and also the video link where it is there. Just send us these records, and we'll be very happy, to merge it. You can also see browse by subject. So you can see, the various subjects, which are being there, and you can go. Let's say, for example, agriculture science. You want to, see there are 838 video lectures on agriculture science, and you would be able to view them. Let's say active packaging technology, and you say, watch this video. So this is just to show you that how it helps, how it works, and you're most welcome to come forward also in contributing your own video lectures. Let me just take you now to the e-journals full text, and which is a very comprehensive, coverage of the e-journals, full text e-journals that we have in various disciplines. And you can see it from here, right from aerospace, agriculture, architecture, arts and commerce, Ayurveda. You can go to whatever field that you are wanting in. Let's say, for example, pharmacy, you want to, and it even tells you that if they are the Web of Science and Scopus listed journals. So you have a large number of listing of these journals which are being there. So you can go to any one of these journals, and then you will be able to, see the articles which are there, and you can download, these articles, and you can have, the entire full text copies of these articles, and you can store it, you can access it, you can use it the way that you are wanting it. You can very well do that. So you can see here this 15-page long article in front of you, and you can do it. Similarly, in various other disciplines also that we talk about, let's say, for example, in management. So you can see here again the journals which are listed in Scopus or Web of Science. So you have got fairly around 240 e-journals. We talk about engineering and technology, which is again a very strong, area in which we work. Our institutions are being 911 journals that we cover up, and within bracket you are also able to see the number of journals which are there. So let's say on computer science, so you can see here these all journals. Again, they are the full text journals. You can selectively go to any one of them. So these are even the paramedical science. I'm just trying to click those, wherein we have the disciplines there also at Nirwan University, and you can go to any one of them. Within bracket, it tells you that how many journals are being available in that. You can go, click on, and you will be able to download them. So this entire area is meant for e-journals. They are all full text e-journals. You can download those e-journals that you want, and then you will be able to get them. We also have got this Concur portal, online courses. So, and this is a very interesting portal wherein we have fairly around 6,000 courses which are being there in varied disciplines. Even here in also you can go by varied subjects. So you can see here, or you can make a search. You can see here, these are on the various disciplines, these courses are being there, and you can pick up the one of your choice, and then you would be able to do, let's say, on psychology. So there are 120 courses. These are all full text, these are all the free courses which are being there, and then you can get yourself enrolled. And they are from, some of the very leading universities, across, whether from UK, USA, you can see from University of California or the Open University in UK, the courses being there, and you can get yourself enrolled. So you can use this entire layout, the varied subject disciplines, and you will be able to utilize it. So language learning portal is a portal wherein you get to see, even this is a very good portal, especially for English learning. And then there are again the apps in this, so you can download these apps. So you can see this downloads. So this app can be downloaded on your system, and then you will be able to make the best use of it, especially for our young students. This really holds a great value. We also have the e-newspapers, and again, e-newspapers in varied languages, and in all the languages you can go and can see the newspapers which are being there. We also have got the other links which are being there, ebooks and audiobooks, even manuscripts and rare books that you can go for it. And this is for our own library colleagues, e-journal statistics subject wise. So this is, as our professional colleagues always, you look out for this the entire listing of e-journals for varied purposes. So this is the entire listings are being there, and you can click on whether they are the national or the international. The entire listings are being there, and you can click on, and you will be able to get the entire things for your own use. You also have got a YouTube channel. DELNET keeps on organizing a large number of programs, with the speakers from across the globe, from different nooks and parts of the world. We keep on inviting them online for our sessions, and this again for a knowledge sharing session. So we always request our colleagues, you can have a look at this, and that will truly be, and even for researchers and scholars, you would be able to find a number of programs here wherein which we keep on organizing, which holds really a great value. So you can do. We have a user statistics. This is for our institutions. You want to generate a user statistics. So once you click onto it, the system will ask you for a password. Password remains your membership number, followed by ***, followed by 1992, and you would be able to get that. And know your ILL book status. You have requested a book to DELNET, and you will be able to get the status of that book. So what has happened to that particular no record found, because as of now, no request has been placed, but once you do that, it would be, you would be able to get that. So this is how this entire thing works, and this is just to brief you briefly to tell you that what all you can access, through DELNET. So we really request, our institutions and especially our library colleagues to ensure that the login and password, is being given to the users, and then you are able to make this best use of our resources. Login and password can very well be given to all the bona fide users of your respective institutions, keeping in view that yes, they would like to use it, and it has to be the bona fide users. Those who are your users, you are most welcome, to let them know. And let me now quickly ask you some questions, and this is just out of curiosity we would like to know, and that is, how many books, outside your course curriculum that you have, read as of now? More than 10, less than 10, and not any book yet? We just would like to know from you, because this is a platform wherein we have more than 300 of our colleagues, who are being there together on this, and having also not only our own library professional colleagues, but also faculty and researchers. We just would like to know, because this yet again is a matter of great concern, that how really to keep on inspiring our youngsters, for reading. And that's the reason it says that outside the course curriculum, that's your the reading habits, to go beyond your general studying. It's not studying, we're talking about the reading, and to make you, are you the ones, like, how far are you doing it? So as we could see, this is a very interesting finding, requesting you all to come forward. 41% of you have voted, and it's not only we, I think each one of us would be interested also to know that in this huge gathering of 311 attendees, how far are we, able to have, inspired each other, to get into this reading habit. So as I could see, 45% of you have voted. And let me diverge the findings. It's really remarkable to see that 44% of you have said that, yes, indeed, you have read more than 10 titles. And we truly appreciate, admire those who belongs to this category. 46% have said that less than 10 titles that you have, have gone through, 10 books that you have read ever, as of now. And it's still seems like to be a very promising thing. And yes, indeed, 9% who have also confessed, I would say that yes, this is a very honest confession, that who have said that not any book yet. You have not read any book yet, 9% of you. And I think, we must take a pledge, to ensure, that we get into this habit of reading. And because that's what the entire things, it really ignites, your imagination, and imagination, leads to creativity. Creativity blossoms knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. And this is the wonderful words, from our most distinguished and great visionary, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji. And I think, each one of us should feel inspired, to always have this great habit of reading, because that has got, very far-reaching effects, if we are into it. Let me quickly ask you yet another question before we open this. How often do you access e-journals? Please read it as e-journals. How often do you access e-journals? Every day, or is it an occasionally? We just want to know, the accessibility to e-journals in your institutions. How often do you do this? Do you do it as a habit, every day? Maybe just simply to keep yourself abreast of the latest trends happening on your field of specialization. You have an access to resources, and you make it as a practice, to do that. Or is it an occasional one? 43% of you have voted, requesting you please come forward and really help us in seeing to it that we get a very we get a very true picture of it. 49% turning into yes, 50%. And herein goes the findings. 32% of you have said, and I must compliment and appreciate, every day you have a habit of accessing the e-journals. 33% who have now said about it. 67% of you have said occasionally. I would like to mention that once you have an access to huge, large e-resources, through DELNET you can access in varied disciplines. Your core areas of specializations may be something, but you may be interested in many other areas also. keep it as a practice, keep it as a habit, to just glance through, some of those journals, and that always again opens up, very new possibilities, and always helps you in being, getting updated and inspired to know more about it. Herein comes the question: how often do you visit your library? Every day, occasionally, or you access library online? This is again the trend which is being happening, and we just want to know, how do you place yourself in this? How often do you visit your library? Do you go physically there every day? It have been an option, should have been physically every day. That is, you are physically going to the library every day, or you go occasionally, or you access library online. You don't feel like, means getting into, and then you say that, oh, fine enough, I can access it. I think we need to also remember that the library as a space, really creates a more psychological impact also at the same time. And this, everyone as a group reading, people sitting together and having into that habit of, studying together, that has again a great cascading effect, and we should try to. Let me again disclose these findings. 53% of you have voted. 73% very much inspired to see this figure, who says that yes, you does go to the library every day. 17% who has said no, occasionally you do visit. 11% says that you access the library online. And this is for our own colleagues also, from who may like to be interested enough. Herein comes the question for you. Do you think that your library has sufficient resources to meet your own academic research requirements? Do you think that you have got enough of the resources in your own library, or you think that there is a greater need, for the library to rely on some other resources? So please kindly, let us know, how do you want to place yourself, and we will really be happy, to know about the findings. 41% of you have voted as of now, requesting you to please come forward and give us your inputs. 46% of you have voted, and 49% of you have voted. And let me just tell you the findings now. 60% of you have said that yes, you pretty hope that the library has got a sufficient resources at their own place. 40% of you have opined that no, you feel that those collections are not that very, they're inadequate, and there is a greater need for having a more more wider accessibility to resources. We pretty appreciate the inputs which are being given. And now herein comes the last question for you. And the question, this is the last questionnaire question: do you feel that you would use the DELNET resources and services? If you are a member of DELNET, do you feel that you may like to use the DELNET resources and services? And we would be very, very happy to get your inputs. We will be very happy to get your inputs. So please do kindly let us know that would you like to use the DELNET resources and services? 40% of you have voted as of now, requesting you please come forward, in giving us your inputs about it. And thank you so much. I could see 48% of you have voted. Thank you so much for the very overwhelming response to it, clearly indicating that yes, you are indeed, 95% of you have said, very loud and clear that you may like to use the DELNET resources and services. Herein, I would just like to, show you the golden words from our Honorable PM, Shri Narendra Modi ji. And this was a message being given for our last year's conference, NACLIN. And I would just like to quote our Honorable PM and appreciating the work of DELNET, to quote: DELNET has been doing laudable work in expanding the network of libraries and sharing knowledge for over 3 decades. Such efforts have strengthened the collective resolve to build an inclusive knowledge society and meet the growing demands on our information landscape, unquote. And we as the professionals, we as the libraries, together, we have to really ensure that we build up this inclusive knowledge society. Everyone should be an integral part of it. And quickly, I would like to mention that DELNET is in the process now of, we are in the process of developing some of the upcoming portals. I would just quickly would like to mention about these portals. One of the portal that we are working on is, which is very soon going to get launched in another 1 month time. We are doing a beta testing right now. This is a global research and innovation portal, GRIP, wherein all the major research works of our premier research institutions in India, we are almost being covered up with the NRF ranked institutions. The kind of research which is happening there, that's being recorded, that's being kept, and then our next level will be coming in, wherein we would be approaching the various ministries to ensure that we are also able to have a full text report. If these reports have been in the full text, the research reports, that would be linked up, and this gives a very wonderful platform for our researcher community to see who is doing what kind of a research, and also opening up their own possibilities for getting them to have a collaborations with the institutions anywhere, any nook and part of the world. So this is going to be a huge major research repository containing information about the kind of research projects, containing information about the kind of institutions which are specializing in it. Another portal of ours, which we are again towards the closure, and we will be soon be launching that. We are going to it's a very massive big portal. We have been working on it for past 2 years, and this is a Desire portal. That is a digital, exclusive and selective information resources and services, and that is to get your IRs, institutional repositories, the full text. So it's a DELNET cloud for our member institutions to upload their to create their institutional repositories, which has got 2 interfaces, one for the institution, that is an institutional interface, and other one will be a network interface. So you just want to see what is there inside in your own institutional repository. You need not to have installations of DSpace or ePrints or for that matter anything else. So we provide the entire, the portal has been developed for it. Every institution will have their login and password to upload, their own content, the copyrighted content on which you hold a copyright on it. And so that's again going to be just made available soon. And also third, most importantly, this is about the inclusive libraries, to make the services more inclusive. We are also working on launching and developing a very major big global portal for differently abled users. I think each one of us, has a greater responsibility and should also have a commitment, to ensure libraries becomes more inclusive. And that's the reason DELNET is developing now, wherein we are catering to 21 different category of our users, who are into the differently abled special needs, who requires and providing them, the kind of resources. And so all of us have to be together, work together, to ensure that we are able to, spread that message, eliminating the path of the information seekers, by having this collectively, collective knowledge sharing practices that needs to be followed and needs to be also we have to inspire others also to be a part of it. So this is just to brief you that what else we have been doing, and let me just share with you my contact credentials. At any point of time you are looking for any information, you need any assistance or anything, we remain committed in providing it to you. So now I would just quickly like to make the floor open for questions. It will be a pleasure to interact with each one of you. If you have any queries, any questions, requesting you to please raise your digital hand, and we will be really happy. You can post your message in the chat box, and we will be really happy to even happy enough to give you that information being there. So so let me just move. Let me just now make the floor open. So if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box, or even you can raise your digital hand, and I would be very happy to get connected with you. So let me quickly now, I will be moving from A to Z with your initials, with your names, and let me see if we have any colleagues. I will be really happy to. This is for you, Ayushi Agrawal. Ayushi, there is no audio device connected with your link, and that's not possible for me. I would be moving now to Mr. Chandan Kumar Sharma. Mr. Chandan Kumar Sharma, Chandan, you have raised your digital hand. Please unmute yourself. This is for you, Mr. Chandan Kumar Sharma. Could you please unmute yourself? I'm extremely sorry, Chandan. We are not able to do. Let me just quickly move on. I'm just quickly moving on. Dr. Akhilesh Sani. Dr. Akhilesh, could you please unmute yourself? Dr. Akhilesh Sani, could you please unmute yourself, Dr. Akhilesh? Extremely sorry, Dr. Akhilesh, I have to mute you now from here. This is for Dr. Anil Kumar Jharotia. Dr. Anil, could you please unmute? Yes, we are connected. Thank you very much for being there. I'm really happy to see you with us in this webinar today. Yes, Dr. Anil. Dr. Anil? Dr. Anil, we are connected. You may kindly say something. I think it's Dr. Anil. I will just try once again. Yes, we are connected, Dr. Anil. Could you please say something? I'm extremely sorry. It seems that your audio has got some issue. You know, we are not able to hear you, though we were connected. This is for Gemo B. Misola Marailo. I'm just trying my, please forgive me for my pronunciation. This is for B. Misola Murailayo. Could you please unmute yourself? Could you please unmute yourself? I think you're not able to do it. And the chat box, I can see a question coming in from N Storm, who said, "Good afternoon, ma'am. Whether we get a digital certificate for the webinar?" Yes, be patient enough. You are going to get it at sharp 4:30. Our session was scheduled to be over at 3:30, and then it's being sent at sharp 4:30. So at 4:30, you are certainly going to get, everyone is going to get a very special certificate of participation issued by DELNET, presented by DELNET and Nirwan University, Jaipur, collaboratively. This is for Gunavati. Gunavati, could you please unmute yourself? Gunavati, could you please unmute yourself? You have raised your digital hand. This is what happens in the online. You never know. Sometimes out of curiosity, we click onto something to see what it will do. And this may give also a false impression. So Gunavati, I'm sorry, you have not been able to do. Let me just move on. This is for Kanhaiya Roth. Mr. Kanhaiya Roth, may I request you, someone to get connected, means Mr. Kanhaiya Roth, could you please unmute yourself? In the meantime, let me take a question from Amit Banshiwal, who said, "Can students join DELNET?" Amit, let me just share with you, students can very well use DELNET from our member institutions. Till now, for the past 32 years, our membership has only been to the institutions. Only institutions, can avail of, but our major work is to network our users community. So the users has to access DELNET from our member institutions. We do have in the next not couple of months, but at least it will take us a year or so. We do have plans to launch our digital knowledge services for the users community, wherein our individual researchers and scholars will be able to join. Even we do have plans also, we also have plans to make some part in our own premises here at DELNET New Delhi in JNU, in our own building over here, to create a certain areas, for the general users as a knowledge center. Let me just take a question from Virender Kumar. Vijinder, you said that there is no option for unmuting. There is an option, Vijinder. Option is very much there. Let me just try it out once again. I am unmuting you. I have to unmute you from here. So I have unmuted you. This is for Vijender Kumar Sevalia. Vijender, I have sent you also a request to unmute. Vijender Kumar Sevalia, I have unmuted you. Please unmute yourself. This microphone link, icon appears. Just click onto it. See, on the extreme left-hand side corner, my colleague Kushal is showing it to me how it appears to you, because he's attending to it as an attendee to ensure that the transmission is smooth. Just a corner one, MIC for the mic. Just click onto it. Just click onto it, Mr. Vijender. I'm just extremely sorry. You can post your question, Vijender, in the chat box, and we'll be really happy to take it from there. This is for Zarina SK. Zarina SK, Zarina, could you please unmute yourself? Zarina, could you please unmute yourself? You have to click onto this mic that you are seeing it. You have to just simply click onto it. And it's a toggle, it always. So can students join DELNET? Amit, again, you have posted the question. As I said, you have to access DELNET from some of our member institutions. Every state, every city is full of members. You can very well do. I'm just trying once again to reach to Mr. Chandan Kumar Sharma, who has raised his hand. Mr. Chandan, could you... Mr. Chandan Kumar Sharma. Chandan, could you please unmute yourself? You have to click onto this mic, extreme left-hand side. If you are using a mobile on the extreme left-hand side, even on the system, if you are using your laptop or a desktop, it will appear down on the left-hand side. Just quickly, I'm just going to come to our colleagues who have posted the message in the chat box. Just allow me a time, because I'm still have reached from A to N. This is for Nikhil Nadlavar. Mr. Nikhil Nadlavar, could you please unmute yourself, Nikhil? Mr. Nikhil. I really am not able to figure out why you're not able to unmute yourself. This is for Parthana Kalita. Parthana, could you please unmute yourself? Parthana Kalita. Parthana, could you please unmute yourself? There seems to be, Kushal, can you raise your hand to just see? You just raise your hands to... This is Pragashni Nayak. Pragashni Nayak, could you please unmute yourself? We are connected. Pragashni, you have muted yourself again. This is for Pragashni Nayak. Could you please? Yes, we are connected.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so very much. Firstly, thank you so very much. I was just trying to figure out, what is happening, why no one is able to unmute. So a big thank you to you firstly before you ask a question. You can unmute. This is Pragya. You can unmute if you have any question, but you have really helped me a lot because
no, ma'am.
Trying to figure out. Yeah. Please,
no, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. No question? No question?
No question, ma'am.
But no question. Okay, perfectly fine. But thank you so much. You have really helped us in knowing that it's working well, and there is no issue at all in the platform. I was thinking, why is it happening that no one is able to speak? This is for Prem Kumar Meena. Mr. Prem Kumar Meena, could you please unmute yourself? Mr. Prem Kumar Meena. You have to just click on to that. I can understand, because once you're into some new platforms, and then you have to, this is for Raja M. This is for Mr. Raja M. Mr. Raja, could you please unmute yourself? I have sent you also an unmute request, which will be getting, flashed on your screen, whether a mobile or your desktop.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
We are very well. And you're...
Yeah, Jaya College of Engineering Technology, Pundamalli Librarian, ma'am.
Jaya College. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very happy to...
Thank you, ma'am. Very nice, madam.
Rumba Nandri. Thank
Nandi,
you.
Nandi.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Raja. I'm very happy, to have you with us today. Thank you, Nandri. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Most welcome, ma'am.
God bless. Thank you very much. This is truly a national webinar, it's really wonderful. And I'm able to see that I think we do have a few of our international colleagues also here too. And Mr. Raju Makamala, this is for Mr. Raju Makamala. Could you please unmute yourself? Mr. Raju Makamala, this is for my colleagues who are posting messages on the chat box. Please do bear with me. Let me be through with our colleagues who are wanting to ask a question through the voice, and then we will take up these questions. So this is for you, Mr. Raju Makamala. Not sure whether, I think you have mistakenly raised a digital hand. This is for Mr. Ramakant Daya. Mr. Ramakant Daya, could you please unmute yourself? Mr. Ramakant Daya, could you please unmute yourself? Mr. Ramakant Daya, could you please unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. This is the nice session, ma'am.
Thank you
your
very
knowledge,
much.
your knowledge is very good.
Mr. Ramakant, you can understand, it is more
Yes,
how to
ma'am.
say?
That is resource and services are provided in DELNET. So I am so proud that is the session is very good.
That's nice. God bless. Thank you very much. All of you are contributing to it. Each and everyone, all our DELNET would not have come this far without the support of our professional colleagues. Without the support of the institutions, their administrators, we would not have been able to think about from that small 10 by 10 room size at India International Center wherein we started off, and where we stand today. You always, the professional community, the professional colleagues, the institutions, everyone is a stakeholder, where DELNET stands. And DELNET belongs to everyone. It's not just an organization of its own. It's made by the people, for the people, and it is for everyone, and collectively together, in that state of being togetherness really is a great strength, and we always find that, and we simply appreciate and greatly value that support. So thank you so very much for being there, and also very happy that we have been able to get connected through this platform. And for this, we always appreciate and will always remember the very cordial support from Nirwan University. Let me quickly go to Safik H. This is for you, Safik H. Could you please unmute yourself? This is for you, Safik H. Could you please unmute yourself? I've sent you an unmute request. Mr. Safik H. Yes, we are connected. We are connected. Mr. Safik, if you have something to say, please kindly, because we are connected right now. I believe the silence remains the biggest mystery of the world. All of us knows about it. And that's the reason we always say, stay connected, And I believe there has been some issue there. This is for Sanadaka Monica. Monica Sanadaka, could you please unmute yourself? Monica Sanadaka, could you please unmute yourself, Monica? Monica, requesting you, please unmute yourself. No. I'm extremely sorry. I have to then mute because I can see the other colleagues who are there. Mr. Sanjay Khan. Sanjay Khan, could you please unmute yourself, Sanjay? This is for Sanjay Khan. Could you please unmute yourself? This is what happens in online. Yes, we are connected, Mr. Sanjay. Sanjay ji, we are connected. Mr. Sanjay, we are connected. This is for you, Mr. Sanjay Khan. We are already connected. Your microphone is on. Please speak, say something. this is what happens at the challenges in the online, because if you are in person, you can see who has raised. And here in the click of a button, we do that, but we are not really sure about it. That this is for Shivani Fatke. Shivani, could you please help by unmuting yourself? Shivani Fatke, Shivani, could you please unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon,
Yes,
ma'am.
Shivani. Very good afternoon, wonderful afternoon, a pleasant afternoon, and it's a pleasure that we are connected. Yeah, at last it's good, like trying, and then you get connected. Wonderful. Yes, Monica, please. Shivani.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. All about information of DELNET. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so very much. Truly appreciated your being here, and also in ensuring that we are able to get connected. Yeah, so thank you very much. Truly appreciate it. This is for the colleagues who are posting the question in the chat box. Please be a little more patient, and we are just going to come from A. I have moved on till E. No, not E. It is now. Yes, I could see now. We still have few of the colleagues here. One, Vinay, Dr. Vinay Singh Kashyap. Vinay Singh Kashyap. I think Vinay from Fletcher.
Good afternoon.
Yes, very good afternoon, Vinay. Happy to see you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, Rita. She has shared, and I have joined long before I met them. I'm very happy to know about the initiative of DELNET. And I'm from agriculture library, so I would like to be connected with you again. So what will be the procedure, ma'am? Because ICAR has not given the So can you please take an initiative, and if our university, SKN University Jobner, may be connected with the DELNET again once again? We would like our students to be benefited with all the resources.
Surely, Vinay. We always nurture, our existing connections, and we always look forward for building up the new connections, and this is all the purpose is very high, and I think we as a library professional must really respect that, that these connections, they are meant for very high purpose, and the purpose is to lighten up, the lives of our researchers and scholars, providing them. So we'll be very, very happy, Vinay, to have you back again, your institution as a member. You have my mobile number, or this is for all my colleagues, here, if you want to connect, the number is 98103-29992. Most welcome. 98103-29992. You can see it also on our website, delnet.in, under contact us. Just send me across, the details, and we'll be delighted. And there is always, the best time is just now. So send me across the details, and we will really be, delighted enough to send across the details, and then to offer our resources and services, and also to remain in this network mode. So thank you very much, and very happy, very, very happy, to have you. Don't think that I'm not able to see you. I'm very much, your presence here, has truly been valued, and that's being for all our colleagues here who have been able to come across from different nooks and parts of the country. So wonderful, always, to remain connected. And that's why we say, stay connected, always stay connected, never go offline. So you have went offline for a while, but we really want you to be back in online. And thank you so much for being there today, Vinay. And looking forward very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you indeed. This is for Vinod Sarmarajan. This is for you, Vinod. Could you please, so we can see from A, we have come down to V now. Vinod Sarmarajan, could you please, this is for you, Mr. Vinod Sarmarajan. Could you please unmute yourself quickly? I have sent you the request also. If not, then I'm compelled to mute you from here, and look forward to an opportunity to get connected again. This is for Yamanapa Siddappa Kori. This is for Yanapa Siddappa Kori. Could you please unmute yourself? You have raised your digital hand. Yamanapa Siddappa Kori, could you please unmute yourself? If not, I have muted you now from here. You can send me send us a message in this. I'm just quickly once again moving from A to Z. So we are through from A to Z, just doing very, very quick. This is for Ayan Mondal. This is for Ayan Mondal. It's happy to see you on today. This is
Hello, Dr.
Ayan.
Sangeeta. Thank you so much.
Yeah, hi.
How are you?
Yeah, all well. I'm very happy that you are in Delhi, we are in Delhi, and you have joined in this webinar session. Wonderful.
Yeah. Actually, I've been listening. Actually, I thought to ping you once. Nobody was answering. Then someone pinged you and this thing. So I have one question. Like,
please.
Since you have been telling that you are going to launch a individual membership plan, but since the time, if any user or any researcher want to use your service and how do your membership institution can help that particular researcher, serious researcher? I'm talking about a serious researcher.
Thank you very much, Aaron. In fact, let me just share with you, the DELNET works with a great sense of responsibility for the users community. And we are the strong believers in the fact that no one should go empty-handed. No one should, it's not that anyone for that matter, anyone for anything, if they're approaching, we have a great, organizational ethics and ethos, which remains as a guiding force, all being inspired, by our founder, late Dr. Kaul. And having said that, I just want to say, even if any researchers and scholar approaches us looking for an information, we ensure, that they are being helped. It's not just simply directing them, that these are the institutions. Yes, definitely, if they want to use it on a long time basis, we always ask them where they are located. And, then we have, because 8,800 institutions spread across nooks and parts of the country. We feel truly blessed, like, traveling down to the places, which are in the far-flung areas. But yes, DELNET helps us in reaching out to them. So we remain highly, dedicated to the purpose of fulfilling, the needs and requirements of our users community. If any user, we do help. We have almost like, every week, in fact, we do maybe helping around 8 to 10 users like that. And it's not just simply telling them that these are the libraries, we practically help them out with their information that day. The genuineness of the purpose has to be there. It has to be, that they are really doing something, wherein they need a support. And only because of that factor now, in the next few years' time, in fact, we are planning, even in our own setup here, at Delhi, wherein we have our head office here, to have an entire one floor meant only as a DELNET Digital Knowledge Center, which will be also being supplemented with our Digital Knowledge Center, meant only for individuals, researchers, and scholars, giving them at a very highly, economical way, because we remain highly sensitive to this affordability of information and helping them out. So we remain truly, truly committed, to, help the users community. And we also are being committed, to ensure that we are able to, able to bring our libraries into the limelight, to empower the professionals, transforming the libraries. So that's the reason, if we say that, to go to the library and refer, even if you see the books, for example, we send on loan, they're all being sent to our colleagues in the libraries. Let the user come on the pretext of getting a book. They should know that this is the location in my institution, wherein I get what they are looking, whether DELNET provides or who provides, but we remains, also to make the libraries, make the users, to bring them into not only the limelight, but they should remain as a centers for, enhancing this knowledge collaborations and knowledge sharing. So we remain rooted, and that's the reason we are wanting now to also have a membership model for the individuals. Individuals, when we say strictly, it will be the researchers and scholars who are pursuing some research work, and wherein we feel that DELNET can play a role in that. So very soon we are going to do it. So already, we have some preliminary work has been done. And it would not just simply be as a digital space, but also as a physical space also, we are wanting to do that at the same time. So thank you very much, Ayan, for joining us today. Appreciated your being there with us. Thank you. Thank you, Ayan. Thank you very much. I'm just now going to be very quick, and this is to request our colleagues at Nirwan University that we are taking, but this is what the interactions that we like the most, and we really truly appreciate, that everyone to be there in that participative mode. This is for you, Prakash Sharma. Prakashi, you don't have an audio device. I can't really connect you. So please kindly excuse us for that, because we can't spot any device with you as an audio device. This is for Monica Sanadaka. Monica, just trying once again with you. I believe you have raised the digital hand again. Monica, please unmute yourself. You have sent a message also, I was able to see. Monica, please.
Is it audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
What a great relief by having you. I can hear you now. We can hear you. We can hear you very well now. Everyone is able to hear you. Please kindly.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we studied about these resources and services in books only, but I didn't started in any course of this, madam. Actually, webinar is
So,
more
Monica,
useful for my MLIC actually.
that's good. So, Monica,
Hello.
you are from where? You are pursuing your master's
I'm
in
from
library
Telangana.
science, is it?
I'm from
Achha, okay,
Telangana,
good.
ma'am.
That's nice. Asha, that's nice. And Monica,
So
you
this
are
webinar,
doing.
this
Yes,
webinar
yes.
will be helpful. My MLIC, it is one of pushing in research area also, madam. In
So
MLIC,
very
that's what
nice.
I want to convey. Yeah.
That's nice. At any point of time you feel we can be of any assistance, so we are just an email away, a phone call away. Give us a chance to be of any further assistance to you. Okay? Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you, Monica.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, truly appreciate it. Wishing you the very best. Wishing you the very best. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Just about to, we have Sirisha Agnadala. This is for Sirisha Agnadala. Could you please unmute yourself? Sirisha Agnadala, could you please unmute yourself very quickly? If not, Sirisha, please now post your message. And I'm just about to. This is for why Lakshmi. Lakshmi, I can't really give you the audio control. Your audio device is not getting detected. This is for Anisha Sama also. Anisha, I just will try if we can get connected, but you are using some other interface. This is for Anisha Sama. Anisha, could you please unmute yourself? Anisha Sama, Anisha, could you please unmute yourself? No. You're not able to do it. And now I am going to see the chat box messages, and we'll pick up the questions. Okay, so it's very wonderful to see from Andaman and Nicobar Islands also. We had one of the students who has joined in, and I'm just, okay. This is question from Neha Sharma. Neha is wanting to know, I have a query, is there any login facilities for research scholars or any discount as to access all this? We must have membership with us. So Neha, as we discussed that currently, if you want to access DELNET, you can always contact us. We can tell you, we can even introduce, this is how we do. We do introduce you to some of these, our colleagues there, the librarians and the professionals and the areas in which you are working in and which have got a stronger collections and resources in that. You want to access DELNET, we will always help you out. Regarding our membership, as I indicated earlier, it will be taking us not much time. Maybe by in this financial year, say by early next year, already we have done enough of our good work, in that direction, and we'll be happy to, launch that support for researchers and scholars in the country. So, but in the meantime, you can always rely on our support. You can contact us, and we will certainly try our best how far we can help you out. So, as I indicated earlier, communication is the key for everything. Do communicate. Do let us know what you are wanting and how you feel we can help you. This is for Storm. This is to tell, as I said earlier, sharp 4:30 are going to get digital certificate of participation. And just quickly, and this is for you, Ahmed Banshiwal. You said that can students join? I have already mentioned it to you about it. And this is, Dr. Vinay has just left, I believe, yeah, so about the research portal that we are doing. And I'm just, okay, this is for you, Shruti Bansal. Shruti, just send me across an email at sanks@delnet.in if you want to go for a DELNET membership, and let me have your institution name, and we will send you the details. Ramesh Keswani, again, for individual membership, we have mentioned it to you. And let me just, therein comes from Vijender Kumar Sevalia. Yes, Vijender, we couldn't connect you online. And your question is, I'm a research scholar from University of Rajasthan. Yes, can we access the resources from DELNET and Rajasthan University? University of Rajasthan is our member. Even the University of Rajasthan at Jaipur or Central University of Rajasthan, they are the members. So you are most welcome. We have 382 institutions in entire Rajasthan as our members. You are most welcome to access DELNET from University of Rajasthan, and do let us know if you feel we can be of any further assistance. This is for Dhanvanti Rajput, how we can use Access DELNET. If you are in a member institution, you can directly go and meet the librarian or other library professional colleagues who will guide you. If you're not a member, do contact us, and then we'll try to help you out. And then herein comes, I'm just trying to, okay, this is from Radhashila Aravind, whose question was, how many days could it take to receive a book from DELNET? Let me just tell it to you, Mr. Aravind, that it doesn't take more than 3 to 4 working days maximum. It does happen at times, if you're in the same city, it's a same day delivery, or even the cities, which is a second day, the next day delivery through the courier, even you can very well can get that book, on the second day. The metrics of this happens like this in interlibrary loan, because as we have grown now with the time, same book may be available in 20 libraries. So there's an intelligence system which tells what is the nearest library, who has requested, and where the book is. We as an intermediaries have to see how faster can you deliver that. And let me share with you that we as an organizations remains committed in giving a proactive support. So same book, it may happen we get 3 copies from 3 different libraries, and whosoever is able to, we get the first one, we send it across to our institution. So it doesn't take more than 3 to 4 days, to get the book delivered, but even it can be much more faster also. This is what we call the turnaround time, and we are highly sensitive on that, oversensitive on that, on this turnaround time, when how longer it has taken you to come back, to the user and their lives. So it's just like running a 4 into 100 meters relay. So the real thing, the faster you have to run, but you also have to ensure that you're very quick in passing that baton. And we as a professional does that work. So information is somewhere, the user is on the other side, how quickly we get that and how quickly we pass on, we do. And let me share with you, Mr. Arvind, also the cases, wherein you have to really save the human lives. We have a large number of medical hospitals onto the network, most leading hospitals, including AIMS, CMC Vellore, KMC Manipal, Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital, and wherein the cases comes, wherein you have a window of not more than half an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes to get an article for a doctor who is getting into an OT to operate a patient. It can be a 3-year-old child, and they're looking for that how the surgery was done 90 years ago. So we are the ones who have a great respect for time, and the time commitment remains on the topmost priority. There's nothing else. So service remains a driving force, and serving the humanity with a great sense of responsibility, with a great sense of commitment, that remains a driving force. And we feel very blessed that all the professional colleagues, the institutions, everyone, is really being so supportive, tremendously supportive, in this wonderful journey of our library networking. And that's how we have been able to really perform, and able to help out. So we need to really be, collectively we have to work. We have to be the co-creators, what we call to be the co-creators of the future that we want to, we dream about. So everyone has to very, responsibly contribute to it. And so give us a chance to do that, and we'll be really delighted, to be of any assistance. This is from Chandrabhan Singh. Is there internships being conducted? Yes, we do offer a traineeship in DELNET. If you feel inclined, you can write to us. And this is Mr. Prakash Sharma, who said that can it be through the WhatsApp message? I think, Mr. Prakash, we have to really ensure that our professional interactions, they remain highly in a way which really requires, a particular the interactions. He has been wanting that if we can do it through a WhatsApp, I think it's good enough that the user should be. The application of library services is very much required, but we also really need to see that the mode in which we are doing it. So I'm just moving on to see if we have any other questions. And I'm really happy to see that we have a large number of oh, this is for B. Kavita saying AICT in private university, any consideration for subscription amount? Kavita, as I pointed it out earlier, DELNET, remains, as I believe, the only organization perhaps to being as an example. Our membership fee remains the same for past 23 years. 2001, our membership fee was the same what we are holding today. What we are offering, it remains unchanged for past 23 years. This GST component, as all of us know, is applicable since 1st of July 2017. But yes, that's being passed on. Every month end, you are depositing that. DELNET's stake remains the very same, and as I indicated, it's a self-sustainable body. It's without no external funding coming from anywhere, and we are just onto with the small meager membership fee of 11,500 plus GST, or 16,500 for new membership plus GST. We are able to sustain and run, and that remains that's our strength. That remains as a high grade motivator for us. This Akshay Kumar, you said start a research program in innovative areas. We keep on doing. It's not only the DELNET to, we are here to inspire everyone to undertake the things, and that's the reason we keep on conducting a huge number of webinars with experts from all across, because we really want everyone, to become self-sustainable, to innovate, to get inspired, and to keep on doing the things. This is Umarani. Thank you very much for asking this question, because it just skipped my attention not to address this. Any membership of government school librarians? Uma, let me share with you. DELNET has an exclusive portal called DELDRESS portal, which is meant for schools. Already we have got fairly around 25 to 30 schools as our members, which is an exclusive portal, DELDRESS, DELNET Digital Resources and Services. So we call it DELDRESS for the well-dressed students, and so give us a chance. We'll be happy to give you a trial access to that. And this is not this portal, this is for the institutions. If you see on our website, delnet.in, you have two interfaces. One is the new discovery portal, and the other one is a DELDRESS. So DELDRESS is entirely meant for schools, Uma, and then we will be happy to give you a trial access, say for 1 or 2 weeks time. This is Safik from Kanimera Public. Thank you very much, Mr. Safik. Indeed a pleasure that you have joined us today from such a prestigious Kanimera Public Library. Very delighted and happy to know about it. And I will connect with you, and we'll be really happy to send across the details of our membership and to have the most prestigious Kanimera Public Library, which has got the most gigantic and the treasure house, of knowledge. We'll be really, really delighted to have the Kanimera, as a distinguished member. So we'll be able to send it across to you. Thank you so very much for joining in. This is for Chandrabhan Singh. I have already done that. And this is Monica. You said, how can we use this in public libraries? Public libraries, again, they have to be a member. We have a number of public libraries as the members of DELNET, including Delhi Public Library here. Also in Kerala, we have public libraries. And we do have a special initiative. We are planning to do it soon for public libraries. RLF is our member of DELNET, and also to hold an international public library conference somewhere next year end, or perhaps in February 2026. We have the plans to hold an international public libraries conference with a huge participation from the most renowned public libraries and to have their speakers coming in. So we are going to do that. And this is Dr. Ravikant, who said that is the individual subscriber. As an individual subscriber, as we said, we are going to soon launch it. But if you have any queries, you can do that. Now, let me quickly say, Uma, you have said your next webinar, kindly share date and time. Please mark your calendar on 23rd of this month only. We are having with NIT Nirwan, we are having a very wonderful session on WordPress. That is a content management system. We are holding that program, again a webinar session, 23rd of August from 3 to 4:30. You as an attendee, we would appreciate you joining us back again, and we will be notifying you in another 1 or 2 days time. We're announcing that, and that is how you can use WordPress for building up your own library website, and as a content management system, how you can use it, and that is in collaboration with NIT University. Nirwan, we are holding that program as a webinar, and we are going to notify you about it. Saurabh Rastogi, your question about how DELNET is different from ImpleNet, let me share, as I indicated earlier, the two operational networks, which are happening in the country, is DELNET and ImpleNet. It's both are the library networks, and I think there's a greater time to look more into the, the names are different, the coverage of resources may be different, but the commonality remains. There has to be, we have to more look out for commonalities, and commonalities is a purpose. Both the networks are meant for enriching the lives of the users community, researchers and scholars, and it doesn't matter from where the, as being said, that let knowledge come from all sides. We should be very, very open-minded in that. Let information flows from all sides. It may come from anyone. It can come from any side. It can come from any organization, and I think we need to really create a difference in the lives of our users, give them, very most authentic information. That's the requirement of the day and time. Users are able to get, but it's not something, which is, you cannot think about a most authentic source other than a library source. We know that how we are able to get something, in our libraries. There's a huge screening which goes on, it's not something that you just get. Even there are websites now, there are search engines now which are authenticated by the librarians. Some of you would be knowing about it, Haikia. It is being endorsed by a librarian that yes, the librarian only pushes. It's not a democratically, if the crawler goes and gets a website. No, it's a librarian who recommends, library profession who recommends to the search engine saying that this is a site to index. It has got an authentic. So authenticity would always comes, when we are thinking of the source, from where are we? And there cannot be anything else, most authentic, than the libraries, because they're all being governed, all being taken care of by highly dedicated professionals, having an expertise, and we should always, think about, building up. So let many, avenues can be many, Our purpose is to fulfill the needs and requirements and to help the users community, and that's how. And I believe, my email IDs are being there, on the screen, so you can write to me at sanks@delnet.in. It's easy enough. You would definitely would have remembered Delnet by now. So delnet.in in India, that's the domain, and Sanks, that is for Sangeeta Call. It's a, you're most welcome. Send us across an email, and we'll be really delighted and happy, to be of any assistance. It has been great pleasure, in the session which was meant for 1 hour. It has about to reach now, about to be 2 hours, but yes, this has been the most meaningful, most cherished, connections, and most meaningful deliberations. And always, it's a great honor and pleasure to interact with our own professional communities, with all our scholarly communities. Libraries are meant for you, whatever we are building up. And it's also a message that I would like to convey to our own professional colleagues, that we have to think about is not only the building the collections, making connections is something which is most important. Building up, collections is on one side, but how far, it's the user's delight, it's not the user's satisfaction. That's too too early to start off your benchmark. You have to think about how to make the users experiences. Everything is now on the users experiences, and it's very, very important that we have to take our services to the next level, wherein the user should say, what an amazing experience. It was truly a delight having your services. So I think collectively we have to be together and offer the support, and let's take a pledge that we really remain committed to our users community, and to fulfill their needs and requirements in a very highly professional and also in a proactive manner. So a great honor and pleasure in having each one of you here, and thank you so very much for being so participative. I truly, truly appreciate it and admired. Now it's a time for me. I'm requesting for this occasion, let me just convey on behalf of DELNET our warm, sincere gratitude and appreciation to the entire team at Nirwan University, Jaipur, for the enormous work, I must say, the enormous work that they have undertaken for this webinar here, and with the session which was meant only for Nirwan University, Jaipur, we could see that across the country, and even from outside India, we have been able to get our colleagues here, and this speaks volumes of their commitment, the wonderful work. The work speaks louder than words, and that's what is always something which we greatly appreciate and value. This is just a beginning. For the first time we have done with the Nirwan University, and I would like to take this occasion also to convey to Professor Jasuja that we look forward to come down sometime to Nirwan University. We have heard a lot about it, and I've experienced it today, by this huge gathering, which has been, I must say that, all our praise goes to the young team, over there, all being spearheaded by Dr. Reena Anand. And we look forward to coming down to Jaipur, to Nirwan University, wonderful campus, and to do something in person over there, and
most welcome.
So,
anytime.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Professor Jasuja, and I'm sorry we have kept you on hold, for a long time, much overshooted, but this is.
One thing I want to say, ma'am, sorry to interrupt you. After after attending your comprehensive session, I must say it is really worthwhile for all faculty members. Right from 1988 to 2024, it's like a movie. You have put up a facts with a practical example, really appreciable, ma'am. And I must say we are enlightened by your session, and we wish to attend such kind of session whenever you conduct. We can get information through Dr. Reena, and we appreciate your all tireless efforts which you are making to enhance the DELNET activities, and we are hopeful for, and even though eager and keen to observe the upcoming activities like global research, desire, and individual memberships. There are many more activities which are now in coming days we can observe and avail. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much on behalf of all the participants, team Nirwan University, and all the authorities and management. I extend sincere gratitude to you for sparing your valuable time and giving us.
It's a profound pleasure. And Professor Jasuja, this is from DELNET with a great sense of gratitude to you, coming all the way.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
thank you, ma'am.
And we'll ensure we'll pack it in such a way that this really comes safely to you, gets delivered at Jaipur, and it takes a position somewhere at your work desk. We will. It's been given with a great sense of gratitude.
Pleasure,
yeah, and I truly appreciate the level of professionalism. I must, on this platform, must acknowledge that the best part, I have really truly admired was a great sense of professionalism, and that's very, very important enough. And to take everything, I could see that, means. It just resonated very strongly, and I was able to see that small little things that we have been done for the webinar, and this really motivate us to come down to Nirwan University and to think about something more, and to get all our professional colleagues. The way we have got everyone on this platform, which was meant only for Nirwan University, to have it as a national webinar. And I must say that we look forward to an opportunity to bring everyone in person to the wonderful campus and to do more collaborative sessions. Thank you very much. And I truly appreciate this young librarian, Dr. Reena Anand, who was just simply being coordinating that's what is being required, also in our community, and we have appreciated it, truly appreciated it, her own efforts and the efforts of the entire team members, those who have put in. Much grateful, Dr. D'Souza, for being there and for all the immense support, tremendous support. Requesting Dr. Reena Anand. Yes.
I also want to incorporate one more thing. As you mentioned that accessibility, affordability, and inclusivity. So our Gyan Dhara Central Library at Nirwan University also having access of library 24 hours to nearby villages as well. So that provision is just put up before the management, and they are agreed to consider it under the supervisionship of Dr. Reena Anand. So it will be now available for rural area where schools and higher education systems are not so developed, so they can avail our services at night, at evening, on the basis of membership.
That's right. See, this is how we have to really bring it down, whatsoever the beneficiaries of, whether we talk the technology, we talk about anything, this has to, unless and until it percolates down in the society. If we just keep it restricted, only few, if we say this have and have nots, we have to really bridge up. We have to work more as to bridge up, as a bridge. This bridging mechanism has to be in place. And the real success lies, when we have all strata of the society, they fall into, as a beneficiaries of that. And we greatly, compliment, we greatly appreciate, the efforts being done by Nirwan University. And DELNET also remains highly committed. And that's the reason certain portals of ours, and wherein we are going to have a global collaborations for it, across the globe, the institutions who are working for it. The thing is, there's a need for even mapping our thoughts. It's not a static networking, there are like-minded people having shared, it's a shared vision. Everyone is working, people, there are organizations who really share the same vision. There's a greater need to let everyone be together, work, because the magnitude of the results will get amplified then, means it could be something that is a need of the hour. So we really look forward also, Dr. D'Souza, in the days to come to think about having some more collaborative programs, especially in Rajasthan, and we assure you of offering our best support always from our end. Thank you very much, indeed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pleasure in requesting now Dr. Reena Anand, our librarian at Nirwan University, and I would love to, introduce her as a workshop coordinator who has put in so much of efforts for the session. Greatly appreciate, Reena, you and your wonderful team, and the lovely, wonderful work that you have done for each one of us, giving us this wonderful platform in being there together.
I actually want to say something about you, ma'am. Are you listening me, ma'am?
We are listening to you.
Are you listening me, ma'am?
Yes.
मैम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू सो मच मैम। आपने हमारी छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट को एक्सेप्ट किया और आपने नेशनल लेवल पे इतना बड़ा, इतना वंडरफुल सेशन मैम आपने ऑर्गेनाइज किया, उसके लिए थैंक यू सो मच मैम। हमारे जो रिस्पेक्टेड रजिस्ट्रार सर हैं, उनका भी वो अपने इतना वैल्यूएबल टाइम में से उन्होंने टाइम निकाला, उन्होंने ज्वाइन करा हमारा वेबिनार। सर थैंक यू सो मच सर। सारे हमारे निर्वाण फैकल्टी, स्टूडेंट्स और सर मेनली मैम जो पार्टिसिपेट अगर नहीं होते, उनके बिना कोई वेबिनार सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो सकता है। जैसे कि आपने बताया था कि 87% अब वो राजस्थान के बाहर के पार्टिसिपेंट हैं, तो मैम ये तो हमारे लिए बहुत प्राउड फील करने वाली बात है कि हमारा नेशनल वेबिनार रियली नेशनल वेबिनार ही है। और मैम ये तो हमारे इंटरनेशनल भी कलीग जुड़े थे तो मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई है कि इतने सारे मतलब पार्टिसिपेट ऐड हुए हैं। और मैम उसके साथ ही आपने जो डेलनेट के बारे में हमें बताया मैम, एक्चुअली मैं बहुत टाइम से डेलनेट से कनेक्टेड हूँ। पहले मैं ज्योति विद्यापीठ में थी, फिर मैं IIS में आई, तब हमने हर जगह डेलनेट की मेंबरशिप ले रखी थी। लेकिन मैम कुछ ऐसे फीचर्स थे जो मुझे आज पता चले। है ना. सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि आपके थ्रू मुझे वो सब जो इसके फीचर्स थे वो पता चले. मैम मैं आपको, आपके पूरी एंटायर टीम को मैम थैंक यू सो मच करना चाह रही हूँ. और इसके साथ ही मैम मैं ये हमने अभी तो वेबिनार कराया है. हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम एक ऑफलाइन मोड पे तो वर्कशॉप ऑर्गेनाइज कराएं, क्योंकि जब हमें वेबिनार में हमने इतना कुछ गेन किया आपसे, तो हम ऑफलाइन मोड पे कितना कुछ गेन कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि मैम जैसे कि डेलनेट इज द शेयरिंग नेटवर्क, ये तो सभी जानते हैं, है ना मैम. क्योंकि एक लाइब्रेरियन का क्या रोल होता है, अपने यूजर्स की नीड को फुलफिल करना. और मैम लाइब्रेरी कितनी ही रिच क्यों ना हो मैम, कहीं ना कहीं वो अपने यूजर की नीड को फुलफिल करने से पीछे हो ही जाती है. लेकिन जो हम जब से लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क हमारे डेलनेट से कनेक्ट जो भी लाइब्रेरी होगी मैम, वो एवरी टाइम रिच होगी, एवरी टाइम, क्योंकि उसको अपने यूजर्स की नीड को एवरी टाइम फुलफिल करेगी थ्रू ILA फैसिलिटी, इंटर लाइब्रेरी लॉन फैसिलिटी, थ्रू DDS फैसिलिटी के थ्रू हम हमारी नीड को फुलफिल कर सकते हैं. हमारे यूजर की एवरी नीड को हम फुलफिल करेंगे. मैम वंस अगेन थैंक यू सो मच. आई हैव नो वर्ड्स कि मैं आपका धन्यवाद कैसे करूं. आपने इतना वंडरफुल सेशन किया है. थैंक यू वंस अगेन. थैंक यू रजिस्ट्रार सर.
God bless. Keep up your good work. Keep up your, very sincere work.
मैं अपने मैम मैं हमारी ज्ञानधारा की टीम को थैंक्स कहना भूल गई, क्योंकि हमारी ज्ञानधारा की टीम के बिना मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती थी. तो हमारी ज्ञानधारा की टीम ने मुझे हमेशा सपोर्ट किया है. हमारे IT एक्सपर्ट जो कि मेरे साथ पूरे टाइम बैठे रहे, उनको भी मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी.
Thank you, Rina. Thank you so much, everyone. It has truly been a pleasure and honor for both DELNET and Nirwan University Jaipur to have organized. We would not have been able to, carry out the session for 2 hours without your such an overwhelming response and a truly participative, deliberations in the workshop, most engaging interactions with each one of you. Looking forward to having you back again in the future sessions, being organized both by University and DELNET and also by DELNET. And we truly have appreciated your time and efforts in getting yourself, as a part of this very integral part, a precious part of today's webinar. Thank you so much. And I'm really in a little haste because 4:30 your certificates will get automatically come. So it's a time to sign off now. Wishing you all the very best, and may God bless you all, and may you keep on contributing, immensely to the society. And we are always there, to support you whenever, with whatever capacity you think DELNET and Nirwan University can make your research and scholarly work, your academics, or world academics to get into the new heights. Always do stay connected with us, and we'll be really delighted to be of any assistance. Thank you so very much once again. God bless you all. And once again, a big thank you. Thank you is a small expression of a very big gratitude, to Nirwan University, to all the officials, and also to our young team, who has really wonderfully, have coordinated this. Also, my special thanks to my own colleague, Mr. Kushal Goswami, who has been coordinating the DELNET webinars. Thank you, one and all. May God bless you. Stay happy, stay blessed, do stay connected. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.